morning, my loves. I hope you can hear me and I hope you can see me. Um, I'm using a different camera thing. It's still from my computer, still from my webcam, but it's a different program. So, I'm hoping I'll be able to find my camera reel on my computer better. I have done a bunch of work for the past 2 months and the past week. Uh, so, life update afterwards, okay? Um, I do apologize. I said comment on my video, and then for some reason, unknown reason, I said for children with disabled comments. Lord bless me. One by one. This might be fast because I don't feel good, and I have been sick, which is funny because I was feeling so much better last night. I said that even though previously I had been sleeping in my chair, because when you're sick and you have sinuses and you have kind of coughing, you know you do not want to lay down. I said I had enough of it. I so wanted my bed. So I lay down in my bed. This is the result. Okay. La di da, la di da, la di da. I want to thank all of you guys for your kind wishes in goodness, what did I do here? Kind wishes in my Facebook. I mentioned how hard I have been struggling, and you have been responding so well. And I'm sorry, that's part of life update, and I need to do that at the end. I am rambling. I have a project right in front of me, so let me show it. This is Treasure by the Shore, and I don't have numbers, okay, about how many stitches I've done, because for some reason I was lackadaisical in the counting thing. But I can tell you how many days I worked on it. I worked on it for 14 days within the past 2 months. And this is what I've gotten to. I like doing it this way, but for some reason I'm seeing diagonals when I'm putting it in lines. Do you think if I got a laying tool or railroaded or something like that, or any other way which you could recommend that would help with the tension, so I would not get lines like that? I still want to do diagonal, and I still want to do it the way I'm doing it, but I just don't know. What am I doing wrong? Um, next. Next up is my fall on the farm. I'm not sure where I was. I think I was working on block 2. So, I finished, if I was working on block 2, I finished block 2, and I'm practically finished with block 3. Unfortunately, I am missing one thread, and I don't even have a substitute in my DMC. Here it is. Now, you may not be able to see it, but up here in these stalks, I think they're corn. I'm not sure. But up here in the stalks, right there, I'm missing a color. Just a single color. And I need it for all 6 stalks. Itty bitty color. Honeycomb. But I contacted the Slavic farm. Eek. Lord. Oh my gosh. Okay, you guys can make fun of my throat. You can make fun of my talking. I mean, I'm talking like icky. Uh. My. But anyways, much as I have to laugh at my voice, I need to continue. I contacted the Slavic farm, and on payday she will be billing me and sending me honeycomb. So that's been taken care of. Nothing to worry about. But in the meantime, I am going to work. I'm going to move on to block 4. Not sure when, but you know, I'll probably have some more progress on payday. Payday. Well, definitely by payday. Which is next month. I'll probably have some progress by then. Let's see. Next is Shores of Hawkrun Huddle. I cannot show you that. Not because I don't want to, but because it is on my Lowry stand. And oh, what the heck. I didn't want to take it off, but what the heck. I got my first 11 by 11 Q-snap. Haha. And this is block 2 of Shores of Hawkrun Hollow. I got the Q-snap in, oh, wait. Yeah, I bought the, Q-snap in, on, Speak, Layla. Last week. No, this week. No, wait. It's Sunday. Therefore, it was last week. And, previous to that, I've been working with it on 8x8. So, over the weekend, I put it on the 11 by 11. And, I found out that my border is 1 stitch too small. There should be right up here. I'm not sure if you can see it. Here, I hope you can see it because I can see it in the camera. There should be a space between eel and this, and the border. I already unpicked and redid this side already. I cannot undo it again. It is just too much for me. Not after I've unpicked and redone it. So, I made a notation on block 3. But, what I think I'm going to do is do block, when I finish with this, I'm going to do this block that goes under here and the middle block, which is going to be big, so I can figure out, you know, do I need to add a stitch to this block? Just so it matches, everything matches up. Because I really don't want to mess it up. It was a gift. Shores. I worked on shores for 10 days. I had, which is funny, I had done some squiggly seaweed, And I had to unpick everything because it was messed up. It wasn't in the right place. Thankfully, it wasn't all this. It was more like, like that. One of the colors. I am loving Shores. It is so beautiful. It stitches like a dream. Absolutely gorgeous. And if I didn't mention, and I don't know if I did, I worked on Fall on the Farm for 4 days. Yeah, only 4 days. And I got all that done. Okay, let's see. I am thinking that I want to get the corner clamp of the Lowry. I just need to save up for it. First priority is saving up for a video card so I can build a new computer, which means then I can get a camera, then I can start doing Stitch with Me's, and I just want to upgrade my electronics, so I can do better videos, and I might be able to Twitch, and I can do better gaming. I want a better computer. It would suit my lifestyle. Yeah, we need to put this one down. Then we have Barbara Anna Designs. And notice I didn't say the number, the pattern. Why? Because I have two. I worked on A New World, part 1, and I finished part 1. And then, over the weekend, a few stitches on Thursday, and then Friday and Saturday, I started part 2. So, part 1 is called A Night of All Fears. And I have a finish. My Lord, but it doesn't take long to work on her designs. I mean, totally gorgeous and dream worthy. It just butter. It's like you're hardly even stitching on it because it's absolutely gorgeous and absolutely gorgeous and beautiful, which is basically the same thing, but the motifs are small. I mean, it's kind of long. Well, not really long, about 13 inches wide, and it's just I can't describe it how much I love stitching on it. And for Night of All Fears, I stitched on it for 11 days. I finished it on September the 20th. Okay? So, part 1 was finished on September the 20th. And here you go. There. Oh, isn't it beautiful? This is called A Night of All Fears. And it's part 1 of A New World. That's gorgeous. I so love it. And you know how so much I love it because I can't stop saying how gorgeous it is. And I did it on fabric from the Slovak farm. Which I didn't save the color. Not smart of me. Now, part 2 is also on the Q-snap, but I'm going to take off one side of the Q-snap because so you can see all that I've worked on. Now, part 2 is called Plentiful Meadows. I'm going to show you the picture of what it looks like to begin with. I hope you can see it. It uses the same colors as the previous pattern. And it's stitching up so fast. Now, for this, I used the called for fabric, which is, no, I didn't. Oh, yes, I did. Sort of. I used the called for color. This is calls for dark cobblestone linen. And I got regular cobblestone Lugana. Although, looking at the pattern and looking at my fabric, they kind of look the same. Okay. Now, keep in mind, I stitched on it Friday, Saturday. One or two stitches on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Okay. So that's just basically 2.1 days. I haven't touched it yet. Today, I woke up and I said, let's do a video. Because I don't want it to be another month before I do another video. I want to be a little bit consistent. I'm back to having fun. So I started in the middle and I worked my way over. Look how fast that stitched up. Oh, totally beautiful. I mean, it was so fast. It's lots of color changes, but it was fast. This month, I actually counted, excuse me, I dropped something on the floor, counted my stitches, and well, on a few of them. So, let's see, on this one, on A New World, I did 3 stitches on Thursday. I can confirm it was only 3 stitches on Thursday because I started it, and I did 1/3 of that of this tree right here because I did a middle start. This was my middle start. I did up until here without the turquoise in it, and I realized the orientation was wrong because I had it like this. No. It has to be like this. So I had to undo it and restitch. And after I restitched, it was only three stitches. I had to go to bed. On Friday, I did 412 stitches. And yesterday, I did 295 stitches for free. And then I started Daily 30s Challenge, and I did 319 stitches for Daily 30. I did extra stitches because when I was counting, I thought I'd added count stitches to it. So I did some extra, and then I went back, and because I stitched solely on the here, I'm gonna put this bar back on it, make it much easier for me to hold. Okay. So in the morning, I did the field. Has 295 stitches plus some because I had done most of the rust colored vegetable, pumpkin maybe, but I did the last line, about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 stitches on the pumpkin, and then the vine yesterday, along with all the way over here. So that is 295 stitches. This house right here, this portion of the house right here, that is 319 stitches total. That's what I did for my challenge. So it was easy for me to recount it, and it was like from the solid square rectangle was 15 by 18 stitches. And then I did, for kicks and giggles, the roof. I completed the roof. Although I only had to do a little bit of the roof. But I said, no, let me complete the roof. I mean, I love it. Haha. When are you going to stop saying you love things? I love it. Not anytime soon. Along with, I had bought part 2 on payday. Came in the mail fast. It was my present to myself for the month. But because I needed Q snaps, and I needed thread. I needed thread because I had most of the threads for Kitty Heaven, but there were about 5 of them that I was missing. Whether because I misplaced them or I hadn't gotten it in the initial packet that was given to me. More likely that I misplaced them because, So, I said, threads don't charge, don't travel on their own. Excuse me. So I bought myself another 8x8 Q snap. Oh, now I sound better. Should have coughed a bunch beforehand. Okay, nope. Back to the raw. I got myself another 8x8 Q snap so that I can put it on Kitty Heaven. Well, no, I'll talk to you about that portion when I get to Kitty Heaven. And I bought myself 11 by 11 Q snap so that I can try that, and I can have a Q snap for my work specifically on the Lowry, because I cannot travel with 11 by 11. It's too heavy and too big for me to hold in my hand and comfortably stitch. So it is strictly Lowry stand. I got myself some thread snippers. Where are they? They're right here. Let me put them up. Okay. Thread snippers. I just wanted one. I'm thinking of buying me a fancy pair that are historically um, accurate. Um, you know, similar to this, but more along the lines for cutting fabric, so they'd be bigger. But basically, historically, um, up until a certain age, which I do not know, um, stitchers originally looked similar to this. Similar, not like this, but similar to this. And Etsy sells uh, hand forged reproduction tailor scissors. And I'm into history, so you know I want that. But let's see. Snippers. I also got another pattern aside from part 2 of A New World. I got part 1 of Black Cat Hollow. I have fallen in love with Barbara Anna designs. So look, this is part 1. Doesn't it look gorgeous? It's absolutely gorgeous. Well, I'm gonna have to find another word from gorgeous. Okay, how about stimulating, Halloweenish, um, handsome, and it's odd. Oh no, I was about to say it's odd because it calls itself a black cat hollow, but it has no cat. But the cat shows up in part 2, so I'm not sure if you can see it very well, but this is what the entire thing is going to look like. It's not very big. I cannot show you very big. Oh, here. Hope I'm doing it right. That's a complete version with all 3 parts. It's just this thumbnail on the pattern. Not very big. And the cat shows up in part 2. I contacted Laura at the Slovic farm. Same one person I contact for my honeycomb that I need. And I said that I want to start this next month. Well, I'm not sure if I said next month, but basically I want to start it next month. And I need some fabric. This calls for 32 granite linen from the Weigart. I don't do linen. So I say, you choose the fabric. I want 32 count Lugana. And so she's gonna get back to me, and I'll pay for it on payday in November. Like I said, I've fallen in love with it. Now, if I can't, I know that it's kind of a Octoberish. It is an Octoberish design. It's a fall design, but maybe if I can afford it and I stitch on this as well as I stitch on A New World, and it's only 3 parts, I can have it done by Halloween next year. I can put that in my stash. So, let's bring over my box. And, let's see, Forbidden Fruit. Is this Forbidden? No, that's Amberlin. Where's Forbidden? Okay, my box. Forbidden Fruit. I worked on it for 4 days. Not much, I know. But I was obsessed with Anne Boleyn. And I got good news on that, but I'm not going to show Anne Boleyn until last. I had it all ready. I didn't need to do anything. I didn't need to refold it. Unfold it. Refold it, unfold it. Whatever. Try to remember that. Okay. This is my Long Dong Sabler. And I'm just stitching it on plain white fabric. I don't know the flavor. I don't know the count. It was in my stash. It was either gifted to me or it was in my stash. And it didn't say what it was. Okay. So, I'm working over here, right here. And as you can see, not much was done, but enough to make a start on page 2. And looking at it makes me want to pick it up, which is a good thing because one of the challenges on Daily 30 for this week is stitch all in gray or stitch all in black. Well, hello. This is black, all in black. If I have a back stitch moment, I'll skip it until I take my picture for the all in black version, because my back stitches are done in 902. I'll just, wait until I take my picture for the 300 and all in black, and then I'll do my back stitching. I won't wait until next time I pick it up to do the back stitching, because I don't want to forget. Treasure by the Poet. The Last Supper. I stitched on it for 9 days. Unfortunately, I moved the Q-snap, so you can't see it. I started stitching a little bit on the tablecloth, and it's in white. I don't want to subject you to white. It is strictly white on white. And let's see. Now we have Spook Town. Which I'm doing for a friend. I finished page 2. Which means the top half of this is done. And finishing page 2 I realized I made a mistake. Yeah, you heard me. I made a mistake. Apparently, when I thought I made a stitch too far on this one, I didn't. It was correct. But on this side, I made a stitch too less. And which meant that I didn't. The reason why I didn't know it is because where I started was a stitch too far to the right. To the right. Boo-hoo. I'm doing this for a friend, Hannah Miles, the clumsy stitcher. She's in England. And I texted her and I sent her a picture and I said, what you want me to do? Would you want me to undo it and redo it? Because, I wasn't looking forward to it, but I would. And she said no. She didn't notice it. And she liked it. And since it's for her, I leaned on her. Whoops. That's falling out. I did what she chose. Just like if she wanted me to fix it, I would have done that. This is in Sullivan's fabric. Not Sullivan's fabric. Fabric by the Slovak Farm. See if I wrote down the color. Say you were smart, Layla. Because one of these great fabrics was Raven Queen, which I think was my first. I think it was Night of All Fears. I'm not sure. This one is one that I asked her to create. And the other one is one I asked her to create for me. Similar to the color that she made in for my Christmas on the farm from last year's. Did it write it down, honey? Did you write it down? No, I didn't, which is insulting. Because this was done by the Slovak Farm. And how can I send her business by saying, "Ooh, I love that color. Make one for me." If I'm not smart enough to remember the bloody color. All right. Let's see. I'm going to stand up. Okay, yeah. You can see it this way. That is part 1 and part 2. 1/2 of the central block. I am so proud of it. I absolutely love it. It gives me joy. My nails, however, do not give me joy. I should get fake nails. Oops. Because they're constantly chipping. And you know what happens when they chip, the jagged, and they catch on things. And I'm not not smart enough to buy myself an emery board and a buffer to keep myself my nails smooth. And I feel like if I had an emery board, I'd just forget it and leave it on my desk and forget I had it. Now, this is in my project bags that I got from Walmart, which Beth Ann suggested. Beth Ann Williams, I think, is her last name. The only problem I find with these is the zipper. Because for some reason, come on, the latch on the zipper, you know, that thing that you hold to fold to close, that metal latch that's supposed to have a dangly keeps breaking off. I mean, what am I supposed to do? I mean, if I got myself a pair of pliers and I put the latch back on and I squeeze it, is that going to work? Or will it even compress? But for some reason, these things, they fall off. And now, how am I supposed to put this on them if this thing falls off? Kitty Heaven. As you know, I started to restart up on the top. Bottom, there was progress. Not much, more than is on top. But me and the Club Stitcher starting Monday, we'll be doing a stitch along, a semi-stitch along. We are doing our best to put 100 stitches per day in one of our programs. I chose Kitty Heaven, and she chose Beloved. Both are by Heaven and Earth Designs, I think. Yeah, because she's got the big one on 18 count, and I think that one's from Heaven and Earth, because you can find Beloved much smaller somewhere else. Okay. Now, on the bottom, you can pull it over. See, this is huge. Huge. Because I decided to do a supersized max color. And this is on 32 count. Okay, on the bottom, I did 1/1 full cross. And I messed. I couldn't see what I was doing. It just wasn't laying correctly, and I kept losing my colors. I need a new bar. However, for the rest of it, I will be doing 2/1 half stitch, 10 stitch. And it will be going from bottom left to top right. It's going this way. I'm doing blitz stitch method semi We'll see if I can, if it looks better than my other. But so far, I'm liking the coverage. Let's see. Let me get it all the way up in there. I'm liking the coverage. You can't, for me, I cannot tell it's not full cross. That coverage. So I'm hoping when it meets up with the bottom that it won't be too noticeable. I'm praying. And it's odd that I am doing a 10 stitch because I swear up and down that I will never do 10 stitch. Why? Because it nauseates me. I mean, for the most part, if I can see it and understand that it's 10 stitch, it nauseates me like, ugh, that nausea. Ugh. Kind of, same thing. It's a psychological thing. Kind of like those people that, and if you're one of the people, forgive me. Fast forward. That can't see holes next to each other. Trypodosia or something like that. I'm one of them. So I'm not going into details. But, it, she's even thinking about that. It, ugh. And so I'm amazed at myself that I'm actually doing 10 stitch. That's all to say that I'm amazed at myself that I'm doing 10 stitch. And for some reason, I did not put down how many days that I worked on Kitty Heaven. I think it was only one this month. Yeah. I think I did it this month, and I only stitched on 76 stitches this month. Because I'm pretty sure I didn't know. October the 2nd was on a different page. So I stitched on October 2nd and October the 3rd. 70 on the 2nd and 76 on the 3rd. Don't you just hate it when the planner is like, oh, this is October? You know, not sure I can explain it. See? This is the layout. This is hey, this is September. No, that's October. Yeah. Hey, this is October. This is where we start for October. But no. Since we're starting on a new on Monday, it's actually the 3rd. So October and all the way back here before the calendar in the September calendar. I'm on the phone. I'm on video. Are you asking for some soda? Anything I need? Okay. Well, have a seat if you want to come in. Just let you know that I'm on video. It gets annoying sometimes. Yes, everything annoys me. So, on Anne Boleyn, I stitched for 5, 10, 15, 20, 24 days. And in the 24 days, in the past 2 months, I got all the 310 done. 310 is 0. So I completed all the 310 on August the 24th. And for some reason, I'm catching it. There we go. See? That's all the 310. And as you can see, if you can look closely, I started on different colors. And I was going to do, from 1 to onward, all colors in that color. All stitches in that color. And I started doing that, but then I got to my third color, and I noticed, mistake. Here's a mistake, there's a mistake, there's a mistake. Not on the 310, but on the previous color. So I had to undo it and mark it in my pattern. So what I think I will be doing is I will put it on my Q-snap, and I am going to start in the top left corner and pick a color and do all the colors in that path. I'm going to cross country, just not extreme cross country. And when I run out of thread, or when I don't see that color again, I'll go back up to the next thread on the top left and do it again, onward and onwards, like Stitching Mommy's typewriter method. I, however, will accept congratulations on fulfilling my goal of doing extreme country. Jeez. Of all my 310. I clap my hands for myself. I clap my hands for myself. I clap my hands for myself. So, plans. I don't have much plans. When I do finish my video, I'm gonna go back to shores, and I'm gonna do the 300 stitches on my challenge, which will be for stitch on a project that has a house. Shores of Hawk Hollow have 3. And I'm going for the 300 stitches. I'm planning on having fun. And then I'll continue on for this week's challenges. My difficult question for the challenge will be for working on the sow. I think that's 600 stitches on a piece that's a sow. So what would be a sow for me? Would that be Shores of Hawk Hollow? No, it wouldn't be Shores. Even though there are a Hawk Hollow groups hashtag out there, but I'm not doing it as a sow. I'm doing it because I want to, not to be part of that group. Although technically I can put down that hashtag. But to me, it would feel more like cheating. I can do Spook Town because it comes in multiple parts. And that's like a sow. I can do Fall on the Farm. I'm being lazy. I can do Fall on the Farm because that comes in multiple parts. And that's like a sow. I can do Kitty Heaven because I am doing that with Isabel we started together. But I don't have a hashtag for it. And Spook Town and I don't have hashtags for Spook Town and Fall on the Farm anyway, either. But all three technically are salads. They're stitch alongs because I'm stitching. Um, I'm also doing Kitty Heaven as a challenge stitch along with Clumsy Stitcher. I could get a hold of Hannah and see if we want to create a hashtag. If that's the case, then I'll do Kitty Heaven. Either that. If we don't do that, then I will set up a wheel and I will have tiny decisions. Make the choice for either Fall on the Farm, Spook Town, or Kitty Heaven. Unless you guys want to vote. If you have a suggestion on what you think I should do before I get to that challenge, because I only have to do it on one day, and I want it done before Friday evening, but so up until Wednesday. If nobody's picked it for me on Wednesday, then I'll do what I say it on Wednesday. That'll give time for Hannah to get back in touch with me for future reference. And this time I will not say 4 children. So you can actually comment. Life. Yeah. Goodness. I have to sit up straighter, can't see me. This is practically an hour long video already, so I don't really want to get too deep. I have been struggling the past couple of weeks. Number one, in therapy, I uncovered, or we uncovered, a feeling of shame that I had been feeling, and that I had suppressed to the point where I couldn't even identify it. So that came out, and then talking with my sister, I had to deal with childhood trauma and PTSD, although it was suggested that I have complex PTSD because I have PTSD from multiple sources. At least that's how Lydia described it. But she's not a psychiatrist. On top of that, my medicines were stolen. Yeah. You heard it. They were stolen. So for 2 weeks now, I have not had my medicine. My medicine is not a cure-all, but it is a help. It's like an assistant that comes with me and helps me to deal with everything. I have to deal with everything. I have to put in the work to do it. But my assistant, the medicine, keeps me calmer and gives me encouragement and assists me to do it. So, without that medicine, that assistant, the trauma that I have been dealing with is double its worth, its power. And I have not been acting like myself. I'm not going to go into details, just that I'm not acting like myself. I mean, to the even point that at one point, briefly, I thought about cutting myself. Oh my God, that's not me. I don't do that. I have never done that. And it is consequences of not having my medicine. So if you take medicine that is prescribed for you for your mental health and you think, oh, I don't need it anymore, I'm better, and you decide to take yourself off your medicine, don't do it. Because quitting your medicine cold turkey, abruptly, no medicine, will affect your mental health. And you could find yourself doing something that you have never in your entire life done. Never. Thankfully, I didn't do it. And if that's too much information for you, I do apologize. I just want to be full reveal here. Mental health. Because I know that there are some people with mental health problems who do watch my video. And I want to give you that. I want you to know how dangerous it is to stop taking your meds abruptly, cold turkey. If you want to stop taking your medicine, if you feel that you are all better and you do not need your medicine, then do so through your doctor, the doctor that prescribes your medicine. He or she will wean you off your medicine. Okay? And that is the most important part. Wean you off your medicine. No cold turkey. It will flip switches in your brain. Out of your control. And being out of control not only will mess with your that chemicals in your brain, it'll mess with you emotionally, and it makes things worse. Even if it doesn't push you to do things that you wouldn't do before, even if it wasn't the chemicals, you'd have more stress, because we know that when we're out of control, it puts stress on our bodies. I am seriously considering not only going to group therapy, but getting myself a personal therapist. And because I do not trust anybody in my town. We're a small town, and I've heard some bad things about the therapists in my town, except for where I go. But they're group therapy. They're not individual. I think I like to out on where I go. Um, for individual therapies, I do not trust anybody in my town. I am gonna go try to do online therapy, and there are people in a major town who do online therapy if you can't come in person, because with the onset of the pandemic, COVID, the way life has changed. Online therapy is a new thing. I'm going to do that, provided my insurance will cover it. Um, what else? My room. Look, you can see much more stuff on my room now. That wall over there is where I'm doing my bobbinating my threads and putting it up so that I can get, all in one place. I haven't done much of it because previously I couldn't get access to it. It was next to my bed, and I just couldn't get access to it. Where all this stuff is right there, that used to be my bed. That used to be where my bed is. But Lydia, at my request, came in, rearranged things so that she also gave me a recliner, which is over here. You can't see it, but she gave me a recliner and a tabletop, which is over there. Which means I do not have to go on the floor to do some cutting of fabric. Let me mention it, because I mentioned before. Of fabric. I do not have to get on the floor to do cutting of fabric. All I have to do is clean the table off. And I'm thinking about doing some diamond painting. I tried before, but I didn't really have room on my desk. And it wasn't the best quality of diamond painting. So look, I've got a table. I can do that. So I have more room in my room. I have all this empty space over here. My bed is right here. As you can see, it's not made. My Lowry stand is right here. The air conditioner is literally right there. Might be what's contributing to me being sick, because I'm literally sitting in front of the air conditioner. But yay! I had a rough time sleeping lately, but I am actually sleeping better than I was previously. And speaking of sleeping, I don't know if I told you this, but I got sick last week. I think it started on Tuesday. So Tuesday, I call up my driver, Compass. I call up my therapy place. I say, look, do you want me coming in? I'm starting to get sick. I have this sore throat here, and I have sinuses. And we talked it over, and we decided, no, I'm gonna stay home. Well, that night, I could not sleep in my bed. side of the strip, laying down. Uh-uh. You choke. That's bad enough. I already had a cough. So I slept in my recliner. The next day, calling up my place again. I said, look, I can't come in. I can't come in. Just don't pick me up until Monday. And I have spent the week sleeping on my recliner. Not so bad. First 2-3 days. Not so bad. But it does have an effect on my arthritis in my back. I was not happy. My arthritis was not happy. And by the time last night came around, I could not stand it. I said, I want my bed. I want my bed. So I went and lay down on my bed last night, and I was able to sleep through the night because I couldn't before. I slept through the night. I felt so rested. I mean, I sound hoarse, but I feel rested, and I feel capable of going back to group tomorrow, starting my week. But even though yesterday I did not have this hoarseness, yesterday I did not have this hoarseness, I was so much better. Today, I'm hoarse. Why? Because I slept on my bed. I mean, if I wanted to be really, really better, I'd go back to my chair. But I don't know if I can tolerate that. Okay. That's enough babbling. I hope this makes up for not having a video last month. I didn't have that much done, that much progress last month. I felt like all I stitched on was Anne Boleyn. I felt there was practically nothing else. Because even though I stitched for those days, it wasn't much progress. It wasn't until last month, August, July, August, I didn't stitch much. Maybe I should have done July too. I don't know. You've seen all my projects. You've seen the progress on all my projects. There's not one I have not done. And please excuse me, there was something in my eye. Just also, by the time that I was in a fit state to do a video, half the month was through, and I'm like, am I going to do another video in for just 2 weeks worth of progress? I don't know. That's how I made that decision. It was my decision. Okay. Hit the like, please. It will let me know if I'm doing well. It will help my algorithms and encourage me. If you are new, text me up and let me know how you like. Hit the subscribe button. I love seeing that number climb. no, you just don't know how much it lifts my spirit. My my lamp is broken. It only has one position, and if you touch it and move it from that position, it'll. Okay. Anyways, you never know about the comments. You have no idea about how much you lift my spirit when you comment. Please, 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 please comment. And if you would like prayer about something, comment, and I will immediately pray for you. As soon as I see that comment, I will pray for you immediately. All right? Like, subscribe, comment.